QuoteSoft has teamed up with Harrison Publishing to allow you to get distributor quotes for your materials directly within the QuoteSoft application. This process will help you reduce pricing errors, prevent incorrect item selection, and increase your overall efficiency when creating estimates within QuoteSoft. Let's take a look at how to perform this process. Begin by opening the QuoteSoft job for which you want to get distributor pricing. After you open the job, navigate to the Calculations tab. Note that you need to have completed your takeoff first before you can get accurate quotes from your vendors. Once in the Calculations tab, change your pricing option to either Quoted or Sum Quoted from within the pricing section on the left side of the screen. You can use the Quoted option to potentially get quotes for all of your material items, or use Sum Quoted to pick and choose precisely which items to send to your vendors. I'll use Sum Quoted for this example, and then select Yes on the pop-up prompt. A new window displays where you must indicate which material groups you want to get pricing for. Click the Add button at the bottom of the window and select which items you want to add to your quote list. Note that you can use the Shift and Control buttons on your keyboard to select multiple items. Once you've chosen your desired items, click OK. Now, back in the original pop-up window, you can edit the selected items by clicking Add again to go back and add more items, or Remove to remove any items you might have selected by error. Once you're satisfied with the selection, press the Close button. Then, click the Calculate Job button on the left side of the screen. This removes the database pricing from your selected items, and then adds the items to your list on the Quotes tab. Note that if you selected Quoted instead of Sum Quoted from the pricing section on the left, the pop-up allowing you to choose which items to quote does not display. Instead, this option sends all your material items to the Quotes tab. Also, be mindful that when you use the Quoted option, you should select the Default Quoted checkbox at the bottom of the pricing section. This prevents the system from displaying database pricing and instead shows the items as quoted to avoid confusion about what price is displayed. So now, let's go to the Quotes tab. Your indicated items should now display here. At this point, you can click the Export Cinx button. The Export Quotes to Cinx Vendors pop-up window then displays. The first thing you need to do in this window is indicate which integrated vendors you want to send the request to. Harrison Publishing sets up these vendors as they operate the Cinx platform. They'll work with your company to set up your preferred vendors so they can receive your quotes. Just click the checkbox next to each vendor you want to send the quote to within the Available Vendors section at the top of the window. After you've selected your vendors, you must indicate which items you want to include in your quote by making sure the checkbox in the Export column is selected for them. After you've selected all your desired items, click the Send button. This then sends your indicated list to Cinx, which then sends a quote form with your items to your specified suppliers. Both you and the supplier's reps will receive an email notification of the request for quotation. The distributor then prices the items and sends the quote back to you. Once they do this, you'll receive another notification email. Once you receive that notification that your vendor has sent the quote back, navigate back to the Quotes tab in the job and click the Import Cinx button. Another pop-up then displays showing your available quotes. Select any of the available quotes along the top to see the quoted prices in the section at the bottom. After you've reviewed your quotes, select the quote you want to use, click Import, and press OK on the prompt. You can then click the Cancel button to close the window. You can now see that pricing has been imported for the items you submitted. Now go back to the Calculations tab. There, select Calculate Job again to recalculate the job, which incorporates your quoted pricing into your estimate. Now that you've seen how easy it is to get distributor quotes directly within QuoteSoft, you're ready to streamline your estimating process like never before. By leveraging this integration with the Cinx platform, you can reduce pricing errors and improve your efficiency without ever leaving the QuoteSoft application. No more manual price checks or back and forth emails with vendors. Just accurate, up-to-date pricing right where you need it. So take advantage of this powerful tool and start building more precise estimates today.